The idea came up with a couple of friends over a cup of coffee. What is it? You'll find out coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Golden Corral on Highway 501 in Myrtle Beach in front of Walmart in Circuit City. We're focused on Military Appreciation Monday, tomorrow's Veterans Day Parade, obviously the Veterans Memorial Monument, and we're visiting with Joe Todd, the owner of Todd Electric Motor Repair and the Vice Chairman of the Veterans Memorial Monument there in Conway. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning, sir.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
It is so exciting to get here, obviously, early on a Wednesday morning to think about such a big day tomorrow,
yes.
Culminating. Y'all have been putting so much time leading up to this. What a celebration.
Be great.
What
Be
a
great.
celebration. Obviously, we don't know what the weather will be like tomorrow,
It'll be
but
good.
It's going to turn out well no matter what.
We've got a chaplain parade party. It'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
Play for good weather.
Pray for good weather. Well,
Yeah.
we'll start the praying right now. That's right. We got 24 hours, and of course, you've got free breakfast served.
That's correct.
Tomorrow at 7:30. And then I think I saw at 9 a.m. limos providing buses for everyone to get over to the Horry County Museum.
That's correct. Anybody want to be in the parade can ride the limo up there, get prepared to be in the parade.
Oh, yeah. Such
At
an
9
exciting day. Golly. Real quick about yourself, Joe. Are you originally from the area?
Raised in Horry County all my life.
Is that right?
Yeah. Finished high school in 1955. Joined the military in September 55. Full 3 years in the Army. Come back out and started working.
3 years in the Army. Where were you located?
I was started off Fort Jackson, Aberdeen, Maryland, Proving Grounds.
Right.
From there went to Fort Polk, Louisiana. From Fort Polk, Louisiana, went to Wiesbaden, Germany for 18 months.
You were in Germany for 18 months?
Yeah, Wiesbaden, yeah.
What was that like growing up in Horry County and then finishing high school and
Country
really?
boy just went away.
Yeah. So you said you were in 3 years.
Yeah, that's correct.
So essentially you'd been in 18 months prior to going to Germany.
Yeah, that's correct.
Wow, what was that
But
like?
before then, I was in Conway National Guard.
Okay, sure.
About sometime in spring of 54, I was in high school and joined Conway National Guard unit. When Hurricane Hazel come along at Myrtle Beach, we were called out that day. We come to Myrtle Beach. 10 days we spent on Myrtle Beach. Hurricane Hazel time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Not too far from where we are right now.
Down the road
probably.
down there.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That must have been incredible.
That's the way it was.
Joe, that's 50 years ago.
That's correct.
1950. That's 50 years ago. Do you have memories from then? Clear memories?
Some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
What were some of the most recognized memories from Hazel?
Well, I was a cook in the garden. We taking food out to the boys that standing guard up down the boulevard.
Oh yeah.
And we carried food out to them all the time, and all that.
Wow.
It was cold. We had to wear our coats and all that, and it was good. Good experience.
Yeah, Hazel hit what day?
I don't remember what day.
Or what month even? I guess it was around in October or
Yeah.
November. Yeah.
October, I believe it was.
Right, because they just had that big celebration
Yeah.
down at the museum
That's
focused
correct.
on,
Yeah.
and of course the excitement of having grown up in Horry County and then been here when that hit and to be able to provide services
Yeah.
for so many which were out of service.
Yeah.
How exciting.
Good experience for
But-
a young person.
Yeah, share with the viewers a little about what it was like being in Germany for 18 months.
Enjoyed it.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you been back since?
No.
Did you ever think of going back?
Oh, I thought about going back.
Yeah.
Never had.
Golly, you know.
That was good.
Then you came back, and I believe not too long after that, set up your own business here.
Well, I started in business in 1965, roughly. Myself, been working for myself ever since.
Almost 40 years now.
I worked somebody up for 6 years, then I started bidding working for myself.
And this is obviously electric motor repair.
That's correct.
And it's based there in Conway.
Conway, yep.
Okay. Share with viewers a little bit about that. What's it like owning your own business?
It feels great to me. Nobody can't fire me. I might not have no business, but it can't fire me.
That's
That's the way I look at it.
That's a great. And so you work with all types of motor. I mean, everything.
Oh, yep. Yep, all the time.
I guess in '65 or even before that, when you started working for someone else, you've seen a transition of a heck of a lot of different motors
A lot
there.
of change over the years.
Yeah.
Over these years, yep. Sure have.
Yeah, what would be the biggest change there when you think back over when you started in the business? Now, had you had some interest in motors early on?
Well, I started working in a motor shop before I started working for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Worked for another motor shop.
Mm.
And I quit, went borrowed some money, started working for myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Living in a rented house and had 3 children to feed. I started from scratch. I've been down that road.
That's exactly what it's
Been
like.
right there.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I started my
American
own
dream
company.
come true. I made it.
That's a great feeling, and there's quite a few of those in Conway. There's quite a few of those in our viewing area, from Laurinburg to Lumberton, obviously Hartsville.
That's what make this country great. Small business keep this country moving. That's why I think it does.
Mm-hmm.
Create more jobs than any other business in the country. Small business create more jobs than anybody else.
Well, you know, it's so funny. I was talking to somebody early this morning, a woman whose son works for the largest retailer in the world.
Yeah.
And obviously, it was very exciting hearing her talk about the impact that they have on a community because they're the largest employer in Horry County.
Yeah.
Obviously, they do a lot, but surely that aspect of small businesses maintaining something along with those very large companies, small locally owned and operated companies working well with big companies in town.
Free enterprise at work.
That's exactly right.
What built this country.
Those are good
Free
words.
enterprise at work.
Free enterprise at work, Joe. Do you have a favorite? You know, it's so funny. I always wonder about that for folks who work with motors on a regular basis. Do you have a favorite motor?
I work on any of them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you think about if you had a hot rod car or something that you enjoy working on, my next door neighbor just got one of those Cobra kit cars,
Yeah.
which has got a 429 in it, I think, and hearing him talk about it, you know.
I like to repair stuff and make it run like it's supposed to, designed to run. I like to do that.
Mhm.
Always have.
Do you work on any type of motor?
Anytime I like the motor.
Wow.
Anytime. Yeah. Any size.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, that's, and motors are something that's very foreign to me, but obviously the excitement of leading up to the parade tomorrow and so much going into that. But a big focus was, and the Horry Independent did a great piece very recently. I saw that, I think it was on the front page a couple weeks ago, of the Horry Independent, a shot of you, or on the back page of Section A of you and Bob Faulkner was with us yesterday. He'll be with us again tomorrow, promoting tomorrow's parade. In front of the monument, and I understand that was your idea.
That's correct. That's what they tell me.
Yeah, that's what they tell you. That's right.
It was. You want me to tell you how it got started?
Yeah, please.
I was sitting in J&J Cafe in Conway, which on 4th Avenue, by myself, drank a cup of one cold winter afternoon. And Mr. Bob came in and Mr. Rabin came in, sitting over there drinking coffee by themselves. So I got me a full cup of coffee, and I went over and sat down with them. I said, Mr. Bob, we got a problem in Horry County. Bob said, what is that, Joe? I said, we need a memorial to honor all veterans from all wars for this county. I said, we need to talk about that thing. Bob said, let me pray about it a while.
He said, let me pray about it.
That's basically what he said.
Good for Bob.
He said, well, I'll get back with you a few days later. He called me and said, let's do it. So we got started from that. That's how we got started with it.
You were sitting in a cafe, and you said Bob was there with another guy?
Yes, sitting in another booth over there.
And you just cruised on over. Did they know you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They saw me around.
Yeah.
Didn't really know me. Nobody still really know me, but
Well, some of our viewers are going to
Oh, yeah.
after this morning.
but that's how we really got started. That's the true story about the thing.
That is incredible.
Yeah. I've traveled this county over working over 40 years, and I never saw a more on all veteran nowhere.
Right.
I thought it'd be a good thing to do.
Yeah.
And I still think it's a wonderful thing we did.
Has your family wrapped around and gotten involved with this as well?
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They'd really have to. You think about so many folks. How did y'all go about recruiting other folks? And what year was this, Joe? What year did you come up with that idea?
But this year,
Oh, it was just recently.
well, back in the winter, wasn't it, Mr. Bob? Back in the winter, be all right. Yeah.
You know, it's incredible to think about. Y'all move so quickly, and I think I saw y'all have raised more than $20,000
Oh, yeah.
now.
We got the money. The public been mighty good to us giving the money for this memorial. And the public going to be surprised when they see it.
Oh, yeah, tomorrow. But, of course, it's up already, but the official
It's covered up.
unveiling
You
is
can't see
tomorrow.
it.
Okay.
But what makes set that memorial off is that eagle. When you see that eagle, people won't believe how that eagle got put on there. It's amazing how they put it on there.
Yeah, share that with the
Sure is.
viewers,
Well,
please.
I didn't put it on there, but
Right.
I know how they did it. Yeah, so it's amazing. took a diamond tip, like a little drill, and put every bit, draw that every bit on it.
You are kidding.
That's how they did that thing. Yeah.
Well, now then Steve Robertson got an exclusive shot then, I guess, when he got that shot for the Orient Independent there, because it shows the eagle, and I think you can see it, reflection, all y'all out on the street. It's amazing when you think about the commitment that folks that have to really do it right. How'd y'all go about enlisting folks to support you, to get out in the community to let folks know about it?
Thank Mr. Bob for that. He started it, told people about it, and more people got involved. And what we got about 10, 15 on the committee, Bob, something like that.
Yeah.
Every Monday night we've been in a meeting since July, I guess, and talking about what we need to do next, and had things printed up and all that, and passing them out. That's how we really got the money raised.
That is fascinating. Jim Helms was supposed to be with us on yesterday. Bob pinch hit for him. He wasn't able to make it, but it was fascinating hearing him talk about. He and his wife are both on y'all's committee, and have been active. And there's so many folks. I saw a list of some of those people: Harry Rabin and Tony Atkins, Jimmy Butler, and obviously Jim and Lynn.
All good.
So
pure,
many other folks.
All of them good, pure American people. Good, nice people.
Think about the years of starting a business almost 40 years ago. Joe, go back to that 40 years ago. Maybe you can give the viewers a sense of what Ori was like 40 years ago, or even Conway. You set the business up there in Conway?
Yeah. Well,
was it in the same location?
When I first started in the business, you just walk down Main Street and call everybody the first name, because you saw them every day. Call them everybody the first name, but you can't no more.
It's grown that much.
Grown. The county probably grown. Back in the early 70s, it went about 70,000 population.
For the whole county?
For the whole county, but now it's more than 200,000 for the whole county. So
I know.
It's grown in 20, 30 years now. And it's going to continue to grow, I believe.
You think so?
Yeah. How you going to stop growth? You can't stop it. Can't stop it.
I don't know. That's right.
How you going to stop it?
Obviously, a few years ago, as you know, some planes flying into buildings stopped growth for a little while, but it's tough to stop.
People move around fast in this country.
Yeah.
They move around. Home is there where they at today. They don't have no roots. Seems like a lot of people just move around.
We got about 10 minutes, Joe, and you think about that aspect.
Let's stop for a minute.
You want to stop for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay, great, absolutely.
Can we stop?
We'll take a break, very definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Joe Todd, the Vice Chairman of the Veterans Memorial Monument, coming up next.
It's all right here at home. You can just reach out to your friends and the leaders of this community and do local stories. That's what's fun about it.
Growing up in the South is one of the grandest experiences you can have. The South is one big personality filled with hospitality.
Well, as a television broadcaster, we've got access to a tremendous amount of information that we simply can't put on television, but we're able to bring that all to the Myrtle Beach Herald, so we're excited to bring the most local information to this paper exclusively.
I like to write about people who usually by themselves go out and make some kind of really big difference.
That's the one thing that Southerners do so well. We laugh at ourselves and always see the humor in things.
Of course, weather affects everybody, and what I'd like to do is give our readers the most comprehensive weather information possible.
A good local newspaper cares about the everyday events of a person's life.
Good morning. Welcome back to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Golden Corral on Highway 501 in Myrtle Beach in front of Walmart and the Circuit City. We're focused on Military Appreciation Monday, obviously the Veterans Day tomorrow and the Veterans Day Parade tomorrow, and surely the Veterans Memorial Monument. And we're visiting with the Vice Chairman of the Monument Committee, Joe Todd. Good morning again, Joe.
Good morning, sir.
Thanks so much for being back. You know, it's so exciting. I'm glad we took a break to drink a little bit better blue.
Yeah, correct.
And it was good off camera talking a little bit about your family and maybe if you'd be comfortable sharing with the viewers a little bit about growing up here in Ori. Did you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I was raised out here in the country. We had 8 children in our family.
8 children
total. 8. 3 sisters I have, and there were 5 boys in our family.
You're kidding. Where are they all now, Joe?
They strung around.
Are many of them still here in the area?
Most of them still here.
Is that right?
Yeah. I got one brother lives in Blackman, Florida.
Right.
He was in World War II. He was POW. And 4 of us been in the military in our family.
4 of the 5 boys?
Been in the military, yeah.
Were any of the girls, did any of them ever go in the military?
No. They live around in Overy County right on. They're close by.
Golly.
And most all of us went to one church, Poplar Methodist Church, on 701 North all our life. We all
Poplar Methodist Church on 701.
No.
All the Todds.
Yeah,
There are a
about
ton
all
of
that, all
Todds
the
in Horry County.
Well, my family I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Can't talk about the rest of the Todds,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
my
yeah.
family.
No, I understand, but there's a heck of a
Then
lot.
in September 59, I married my wife, 45 years.
Y'all have been married
45 years.
45
That
years.
is correct. And we got 3 children, 1 son and two daughters.
Well, you know, yesterday when Bob was with us, he said he and his wife were married 47 years ago.
Yeah.
So you all obviously outmarried yourself.
All of our hope, my brother and sisters, still with the same mate that we married that deceased. Never divorced, none of us never divorced.
Is that right?
Stayed with us. Yeah.
What do you think prompted that, Joe? Was it your parents?
Home raised.
Yeah.
Raised us. That's what brought all that on, I think.
That's fascinating. Do you ever talk to or have your kids ever said, or did you? I mean, you obviously thought that growing up that your parents were that good an inspiration.
They were that good.
And
That's right. Yeah, they done a good job.
wow.
As far as I know, none of us may have been in jail either.
As
So
far
we
as
done
you know,
good.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. A lot of things done to be in jail, but not. No, I'm kidding. Yeah,
You know, yeah.
that must be
And
fantastic.
our son finished Citadel in '77. Went in the Marine Corps, 52 months Marine Corps. Got out the captain, I believe, and then he said he'd done his duty and he got out of the military.
Is that
He'd done
right?
his duty.
Where is he now?
He lived in Richmond.
Okay, great.
Worked for a medicine company in Richmond.
Is that right?
That's what he did.
Does he get back often to
Oh, he
visit?
comes home 4 or 5 times a year, you know.
Do y'all have any grandchildren?
We got 6 grandchildren,
Come on.
2 girls, 4 boys.
Wow. What's it like being a grandfather, Joe?
Great.
Is it?
Yeah. I got more time with my grandchildren than I have with mine because I was working all the time.
Yeah, to keep them fed and obviously
that's right.
a lot
Yeah.
going on. Where are your other 2 boys?
Well, got 2 daughters.
Oh, you've got 2 girls. Excuse me. I thought.
2
no, that's
daughters.
right. Bob yesterday had 3 sons.
Yeah.
Forgive me.
One
Yeah.
daughter lived in Loris.
Okay.
One lived in Conway.
Great. Good.
So they doing fine.
What was that like being a father of girls, Joe?
I done what I thought was best for them. They were ready to go to church, ready to be honest. And of course, I know they are.
That's fantastic. Yeah, girls rule. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
Of course, I'm in the middle of 3 boys. I've learned that from my own daughter that girls run the show.
That is true. Yeah. They used to get most what they wanted.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Now, was that from you or from your wife? Yeah,
We
more
both,
from you.
We both of them.
You both spoiled.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know, of course, that upbringing, of course, being raised in with 7 brothers and sisters, how far out were you all spread in age?
Yeah. For 16 years, my mother and dad had a child every 2 years.
That is incredible.
Way back, probably early 20,
Yeah.
21, they had the first child. 1920.
First child at 21.
So,
Yeah,
At year 1921,
right.
on up to 39.
Oh, yeah.
So that period of time, they had 8 children.
That is incredible.
Yeah, that's the way they were raised. We were raised up. Yeah.
And this was in what part of the county?
Overy County,
Yeah.
a popular church up there. Originally, we come from PD,
Uh-huh.
but then we moved about 39 up to Popular Church. I mean, they there.
I
Oh,
think
there
I
you
know
go.
where that is. Yeah. That is off of, did you say 701?
701 North. The cemetery right outside the church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Got a flagpole flying in front of the church, side of the church.
That is fascinating. Are your folks still living, Joe?
No, the both parents had died. Dead.
And they're probably, I guess, buried very
Buried
close
right
to that.
out there.
Yeah.
Sure, that's where I'll be buried too. Right this side of it.
That's incredible, Joe.
Yeah.
Now, of course, were your family ever involved in, and I'm so glad during the break you corrected me and let me know that electric motor repair is a lot different than when I think about motors. Obviously, I'm only thinking about cars, so forgive me.
Yeah.
And thanks for letting me keep going with that a little bit. But obviously, your own business starting back in '65,
Yeah.
which really enabled to set the stage for you to actually think about stuff like the Veterans Memorial
Oh, yeah.
Monument, to know that you had enough time now, having started a business 40 years ago. Do you still go to J&J's cafe
Yeah,
there?
sure. They'll go there. Probably every other day or something. You know.
Uh-huh.
Pretty close. Yeah. Yeah.
Your own business, obviously, with electric motor repair, you were traveling around
All
over.
All over the county.
Not only the county, but probably even outside of the county.
I try not to,
Right.
but I do sometimes.
With a county that's, what, 1,296 square miles, surely
Yeah.
there's an effort. You got to travel a heck of a lot
Go out
of
the
space.
country, you go out the country, work on a lot of water pumps for people. Get them some water.
I had a guest last Tuesday focused on kids voting, and he was talking about being in Dog Bluff up near Ainer. Very exciting, being out there for the elections.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
And, of course, hearing him talk about some of the other communities in Horry County, it's such a gigantic county and so many small communities. There's probably a heck of a lot of places that even you haven't been. I mean, you know.
Very few.
Is that right? Yeah.
Very few.
You've traveled all over.
Yeah.
So from Merle's Inlet to Little River to
That's correct.
to Mullins and
Yeah.
you know, we had a guest on the show recently, Nelson Hardwick, who's from a huge family up near Mullins, a very large family, and hearing him talk about there's some really large families in Horry, and probably obviously quite a few in the PD as well.
Yeah.
Do you all ever get together for family reunions?
Once in a while we get together. Seems like have 75, 80 people come. Family reunion, you know. We had one since about the last 10 years. Hadn't had one. Everybody gone on separate ways, you know, and hard to find people.
In the last 10 years, you said y'all haven't had one. Obviously, y'all get together. How about your the 8 of y'all? Are all of y'all
we
still
get
living
together.
together? Yeah.
We get together about regular. They, well, one's dead. My oldest brother's dead.
Is that right?
They
the
said
one
mother-
built in born in 21.
Yeah, yeah, he's dead. And we get together sometimes. About once a year we'll get together.
That is fascinating.
Yeah. Talk about old times.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Share with the viewers a little about tomorrow for folks who weren't able to catch Bob yesterday, or obviously even possibly tomorrow morning. Surely, since y'all will begin meeting out there, I think at 7:30. You got a lot of area restaurants that have donated food, McDonald's and Bojangles, and a couple more there.
Well, about 7:30, we have coffee and donuts and biscuits for you anytime. And about 9, everybody wants to get in the parade, ride on a limo bus to the old post office museum.
Okay, the Horry County Museum.
Yeah, then line up. Then they can walk back downtown. Want all the honor guard then go first. Then all Vietnam veterans follow the honor guard. Vietnam veterans never had a parade.
Is that right?
Nope. So this is their parade. They deserve this parade, the way I see it. And they should be in the parade if they choose to be. Their choice.
I think Bob mentioned that yesterday. Obviously, y'all, the whole group of the 20 or so of y'all on the committee had felt that aspect. Of course, Vietnam veterans having returned, many of them having been spit on and being accused of being baby killers and otherwise. It was very important to let them lead the parade.
That's correct.
Which was great thinking.
This is Veterans Day. We're going to honor veterans that day. It's for veterans.
Tomorrow, absolutely.
That's what it is, for Veterans Day.
That's fantastic. And, of course, I think I saw at 11 o'clock you'll begin the actual unveiling of the monument.
Speaking starts at 11.
Okay, the speaking starts at
Then
11.
a few minutes after that, the committee will unveil the monument where everybody can see it.
And then you've got a big surprise at 11:11.
That's correct.
On 11:11.
The F-16 come over from south to north right down 3rd Avenue, treetop level.
No.
That's what's going to take place.
Treetop level.
That's right. The lower they can fly.
Yeah.
Might shake the windows in Conway, but we want them to do it. We want to
Right.
wake up Conway.
The old peanut gallery. Yeah, the whole thing.
That's what we want to do.
How exciting. What a big commitment. Of course, so much leading up to tomorrow, and obviously for y'all, the unveiling of that monument. And to think that you just really thought about that, and y'all have been able to raise more than $20,000 since last
The
winter.
public's been mighty generous for this memorial. So the public feel like they need this, don't they? Wouldn't be giving money for this.
That's
thing.
exactly right. That's exactly right. Are y'all going to be doing some things after the unveiling of the monument?
We'll probably do something down the road next year. We'll work on some more projects.
Okay.
We have some money left, so we've got to spend the money. So we'll do some other odds and ends down the road.
Well, you know, as a veteran, obviously your service for 3 years in the mid to late 50s. You know, when you think back on those times, is there something that really stands out in your mind? Of course, I know you were very emotional off camera, thinking of POWs, and obviously 2 of your brothers in that position. The poignancy for you, I'm sure, goes in a lot of different ways. Memories leading up to tomorrow, as well as every year.
Well, we want to get this done to honor all veterans, especially POWs and all that. You know, it's like tears coming out. I just think about it much.
Joe, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Okay. pleasure.
Very definitely.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Joe Todd coming up next. The words are simple in memory and in honor of all Horry County men and women who served in the armed forces of our country. You know, if you don't have one of these in Florence County or Robeson County or Scotland County, you need to travel to Conway, to 3rd Avenue, and see this in front of the historic former courthouse there in Conway. The excitement is near. It's coming up. Tomorrow's the unveiling, obviously Veterans Day tomorrow. So many folks, Joe Todd with us today, who came up with this idea a short time ago at J&J's Cafe there. You think about that aspect of him approaching Bob and the other gentleman and rolling with this idea, and then this group of almost 20 committing time and resources to raise funds. You heard Joe talk about it, more than $20,000 raised alone to make this thing happen. That's a lot of folks stretching their dollars to make this happen. The commitment is not only folks here in Horry County, but all over America, recognizing veterans not only tomorrow, not only today, but every day. Reach out there, visit, get out there to the parade tomorrow, and recognize all the folks who commit so much.